Does speak now.
Yep.
Hello there. I'm live with What the FUT back once again at your screens. We were gonna release this podcast sooner, but we were waiting for Tom to have his child, and the little rascal won't come out, so we just decided to record it anyway. We can't cut that now, so there you go. I'm here with Adam.
Hi. Donate us, Tom.
Don't worry, he won't have to go. He won't have to go, so it's fine. Is Tom watching?
No.
Right.
No, he's waiting
Anyway.
on the baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say he should have bigger priorities. Right, we're gonna be talking about lots of things. So, team of the season, obviously. We're gonna discuss the community opinions and what we think about them. We're gonna talk about Kurt's big revelation. If you don't know what it is, you're in for a big surprise. And we're going to talk about the pitch notes that are discussing changes in FIFA 20. Right, hit the music.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yeah, amazing. I loved that song from Infrared Flare. It's a really good song. Good old Infrared Flare. So, Adam, how was your week with FIFA? Or couple of weeks, actually?
Yeah, kind of. Well, I was on holiday for the German team of the season Red Pack weekend. And then this weekend, didn't bother playing.
That's fair. I mean, a lot of people have pissed off with it, so don't blame you. Yeah, I'm going to try and not be too cocky when I talk about this. I'm going to close that though. I'm going to try and not be too cocky when I talk about this. But I've obviously finished Elite every week. Thank you, FUT coaching. Oh, thank you. But it's, to be honest, it's all because of FUT coaching, because of the advice he gave. Like, it just gives you like a sense of like, if nothing else, it gives you a sense of reassurance. Like, if stuff's going wrong, you think the thing is against you, you have something to fall back on, like a game plan, and it just sits with you. And it's just, I can't explain it. It just helps you mentally more than anything, as well as making you do some like broken shit. It's all stuff he showed me was very, very simple as well, like unbelievably simple. We were going to have him on the pod, but he's on holiday, so have fun. He may be listening to this on holiday. I know he's doing SBCs and stuff, but we will have him on and he will explain what he explained to me. But it might be a bit late because team season might be finished, but. Oh well, sucks for you guys. Also, I don't want to tell everyone before team season finished, so I can beat you all, and then advice is useless. Not really. I'm not that of a dick. But yeah, I'm going to tell a sad story now, everyone. So sad reacts only, please. So this week I played. Obviously, I played, and I got 25 wins with 2 games remaining. And do you reckon I should call the guy out?
Did he cheat?
Oh, so what he did, right? So what happened was, it was 3-3, and he had Player of the Month Hazard, and he just kept getting lucky goals. And by lucky, I've got them recorded, so if anyone wants to see them, I'll show you these goals, these ridiculous fucking goals, right? I'd scored, and he'd scored, and I'd scored, and he'd scored, and I'd scored, and he'd score. That was the first half, 3-3. Then the second half, I was like, I'm not doing none of this no more, and I shut him down, and basically, in about the 80th minute, alright, so I was on 25 wins, and on PC 26 is enough for top 100 guaranteed. So I was through on goal, and he had Van Dijk, and he took my player out inside the box, like on purpose. Van Dijk got sent off, and then he just tapped out. So I should have had a penalty. Should have gone 4-3 up, or missed it, whatever. But he had Van Dijk off, and so that didn't count. And in the next game I played, like do you know, I can't even remember what happened, but I lost.
It's
and
not
then,
his. That's not on him, in my opinion. I mean, it's horrible what he did.
Quit. No, he quit. And like, you know, if you're getting dominated and you just do that, you just can't. Like,
yes.
I'm gonna just like, you know, everyone wants to win, yeah. But he's purposely, he's not gonna win, but his fault. You're not doing anything to give yourself favours, are you? You're just doing it to be a dick to someone else. That's not on EA. The thing is, people you can't blame EA, because people shouldn't be just trying to make other people not win. You should be trying to win yourself. Even if I get a person off, I don't quit because I want to try and win the game. That's just fucking disgusting. Anyway, regardless, the next game after that, I had 27 shots, 20 on target. The other guy had 3 shots and he won 3-1. And to this day, I also used an lone R9 with on him, and he was shit. And I did not rate him much, and it was terrible. And I'm gonna get elite rewards again, which is great, but it just feels a bit hollow for me now. I'm a bit upset about that. So that's my sad story. But the thing is, I'm going to say this.
You should also explain that 26 is enough for the top 100 on.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but I'm really like you can say it's EA's fault, but how can EA plan for someone to kamikaze just to stop someone else who didn't do anything dickish, just was better than you, and you just go, oh fuck it, I'm just going to make us both not win? How can EA plan for that? That's not on EA. That is on the community. Or people who do it. They're not the community. I'm sure they're.
If it's more than 35 minutes in and the score is tied and the person tabs out, then the other person gets the win. That's my opinion on it.
Well, I was saying, why can't it just register the red card? As soon as it registers the red card, it registers that you've got the advantage. If they quit, then you win.
Yeah, I mean, especially look at the people. I've had it before where for on goal, guy red cards and then just tabs out, and I'm just hoping that I see those type of people again, because then I put 20 past them and won't let them get a red card.
Mikiel has faced someone that done it. Didn't even get a person off, gave away a penalty and just tabbed out.
Yeah. And
you're just like, I mean, yeah, I mean the servers were not great this weekend, but you know, it's just not nice behaviour. Like, it's just, you know, people want to say stuff about the community, and we'll get into that later. But if this is the community and this is what they do,
I've been saying for a little while now that I mean, I go on about Cheetahimovic. By the way, I love the real Zlatan in real life. I just want to make that clear. But you know, we got these Cheetahimovic's that just bring him on and pump it into his head. You've got people that fucking, you know, the dabbers, the shushers, the fucking hands to the ears.
No, you know what, right? So celebrating, I've changed on celebrating. I don't mind when someone celebrates.
No, not celebrating. I mean, purposefully running to the halfway line with the shushing.
You get given a celebration. Celebrate. You scored a goal.
The last time someone did that to me, I put 7 past them, and I shushed them to the halfway line every single fucking goal after that.
Yeah, I've done that to a few people where if they watch the replay, then that's it. But just hope that I don't score, because they'll continuously punish you.
But what do we expect? I mean, we've seen it from, you know, it's not obviously all the community. I think there's some fantastic people out there. You know, I get to talk to quite a few on Twitter. So do you, and there's some fantastic people out there. But some of them, these, you know, I've got to shout out to Kurt on this, and also another user that I do not want to. But the Le Crocodiles thing, I think that's the most fucking hilarious name for Le Croquette, or whatever whatever the fuck they are.
Le Croquette.
Yeah, the fucking worst skill I've ever seen. It's absolute bullshit. It doesn't. You can't go through Virgil van Dijk and just get teleported through because you've done a Le Crocodile. Timmy Foster on Twitter. There we go. For the shout out to you as well for showing me the Le Crocodiles thing, because it's fucking hilarious.
the thing is, right, what I will say about the Loqueta is it's like a skill if someone's rushing to you and you want to get past them. But on this game, that's not how it works.
No.
It's how you get past like a static defender. And I'm not quite sure. Like, I get that it's a skill and they wanted it in the game, but it's been poorly. I can't think of the word. Poorly interpreted. That interpreted is not the right word. What when you poorly implemented
terribly
in the game.
implemented.
Poorly implemented in the game. Anyway, so yeah, that's my story. That's my sad story about Weekend League. Although I still do get Elite 3 rewards or Elite 2 rewards, sorry. And the last few the few weeks I've got them, I've got like 2 million coins, and so my team has vastly improved, and it's all gone uphill. And so we will go back to talking about team of the season rewards and stuff like that, and talk about the community as well, actually, because there have been some very interesting people in the community that have come out that have been very loud in the last couple of weeks, especially certain people who have, in my opinion, no right to be either, considering some of the stuff that they have done to their fans. But we're not going to go into that. Right. So, talking of team of the season, what are the team of the season cards that you like so far, Adam? Start with Premier League.
So I got a Red Edison, and I've had so many mixed reports. I can tell you from using him personally, he's absolutely electric off the line. If someone's managed to do the over the top pass, he is like having a fifth defender there, or depending on your formation, obviously. But if you're playing 4-4-2, you've suddenly got this bolt out of the blue guy that just comes out, bang, kicks it away. His range of passing is, as you would expect from a Pep Guardiola goalkeeper, amazing. He's not even cheesy with the passes like all Pep players are. I have enjoyed him. Obviously, I wanted the Hazards, I wanted Raheem Sterling, to be honest. I played with him, the lone one, and I absolutely fucking adored it. The award winner, which is the same card. The Mane looked nice. The Aubameyang looked nice. But I don't want to use the Mo Salah. I've used him a few times this year. I hated him. No offense to anyone that likes Mo Salah. He's a great player in real life.
I think that he is he's not that great. I think he's because he's got freestyle weak foot. Yeah. And he's quite jinky. Like, I haven't seen a lot of people shoot with his right.
No.
It is, yeah. I'm not that impressed. I mean, the stats are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I imagine that if you can get him to shoot on his left foot, it's going to be amazing. But so the cards I wanted, Edison. Whenever I play Edison, some people say that he's shit, but I want to see where these fucking mistakes come in, because he just makes save after save against me. I have not seen a bad one. I want to see these mistakes.
He's made one for me. That's it.
Tweet us these mistakes. WTFUT podcast. Right. Tweet us some of these Edison mistakes. I want to see some of them.
Yeah, I do too.
So Doherty looks like a cheap beast right back. The only problem is he doesn't link very well because he's Irish. So you've got to have Prem backing him up. Bernardo Silva seems to be a cheap beast that everyone uses, and he's just very, very, very nippy.
Yeah,
he's got some special nippiness about him. Now he's got freestyle weak foot, but he's quite a bit of a baller, to be honest. And if you got 600k or whatever it is, I mean, I recommend trying him out. He's a good little player. He's got good passing. He can fucking bang it as well. He ain't a bad little player.
What do you reckon the best player out of all of these ones, though, is? Because it would probably be Son.
All of the Prems, I'm not sure it is Son. I think it might be Aubameyang.
Really?
Because there's a reason I say that. Now, I know that Son has 5-star weak foot, and I'm probably going to become a hypocrite. But what you have to look at is that nothing is 99, so you have to improve stuff. So if you want to do pace and shooting, you really got to go Hawk. Then he has 91 jumping, but then his passing isn't perfect. It's pretty good, but it's not perfect. And his agility is a little it's 91. Whereas
Yeah.
Aubameyang has 99 finishing, 97 97 acceleration. So that doesn't need to be touched. He has 97 jumping, 99 heading. That doesn't need to be touched. He's 6'2". So you can focus his stats more. So you can give him engine, and suddenly he's got 96 agility, 99 in all the dribblings, 99 sprint speed, 99 in all the passing, 99 finishing, 97 jump, 93 strength, and 99 heading. That card is very, very beastly. That card is a wonderful card.
Fair enough.
I'm also going to talk about a card that I pulled, and that is Mr. Lack of Sweat.
Lack of talent.
Lack of talent, as you like to call him, the vampire kid.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Let's not get into Unai.
Right. Okay. So I stuck Catalyst on him because he already has 99 finishing, and so he's got 99 finishing, 99 pace, 99 passing, 93 jump, 99 heading, 96 agility.
Pardon me.
4-star weak foot. He's a good card. He's a very good card. But he lacks something, and I can't tell you what it is. Like, in Weekend League, I don't know, he just wasn't that magic for me, to be honest. I can't explain what it is. He just wasn't that magic. And maybe I need to put Hawk on him, because I see that's the most used chemistry style.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Basic might be alright, to be honest. Basic looks pretty tasty on him. But he just, I don't know, he didn't set my world on fire, you know? Like, he's good, but, I mean, I'd say that he has grabbed me elite the last 2 weeks he's played, and he was very good. But, I don't know, 1.5 million, give him a try and see what you like, if you like him. He does certain things. He'll spoon 1 in 15 shots, just like miles away, like absolutely nowhere where you're aiming. And it's frustrating, but he also hits some wonderful near post shots, like really crispy and unstoppable.
Yeah, crispy.
So yeah, no, really fucking nice. So that was what I'd say about them. Like, look at the cheaper ones. Obviously, Virgil van Dijk sticks out as a defender. Virgil van Dijk is the only centre back really from the main leagues that is any good.
Yeah.
So far, which is disappointing.
I will. On the
Go
point
on.
of defenders, I know he wasn't in the team of the season, but we're on Prem. Alonso getting to 91, even though it broke my heart as an Arsenal fan, it fucking made me so happy, and I'm glad to report that he's absolutely fucking ridiculous. He is unbelievable. Oh God, what a card! If you've got someone that you can throw at left back in your midfield, swap him out. Make sure he gets in the centre of midfield. Just let him do magic. He's scoring worldies for me now and stuff. He's unstoppable as well. He's such a tank. He's high work rate. Everything's above bloody 80. He's proper good at gang. Almost bloody 9 Golan gang from years ago, the team of the season. He's so good.
That is some high praise of a left back. Right. So now we've covered old Premier League. Anyone that you like from the Bundesliga?
Sancho.
Really?
I love 5-star skill move players. I also love players with 99 agility. I also love players that... Look, his long shooting is a worry for me. But everything else is bloody beautiful for what I want. 99 stamina, 99 agility, 99 balance. He'll just fly through people.
So, okay, that fair enough. So, who's your favourite Bundesliga centre-back?
To be honest, probably Timo Werner.
Centre-back?
Yeah, Timo Werner. They didn't do any fucking centre-backs. What was it? Tar at the end? Or like they just...
Yeah. It's shocking. It's fucking awful. How can a top... I mean, the thing is, and this is the community voted for it, and they put left backs and right backs with centre backs because they just did defenders, and I guess the community just voted for left backs and right backs. I mean, that exonerates them from any blame, but also on the other hand, come on, fucking EA, like put some centre backs in, like. This is a team of the year with no. And the thing is, they've put Kostic as a left back,
Yeah,
right?
it's horrible.
Kostic has had 78 defending. He is a team of the year defender. 78 defending. Like, come on, get your shit together, EA. Like, I sort of understand, you know. Oh well, he's played left back for the whole season. Yeah, but then just up it, boost his defending. You gave fucking Mo Salah 99 fucking interceptions, for goodness sake.
Yeah. Oh, but that was a birthday card, so it don't count. Bastards.
Yeah, happy birthday, Kostic. Happy birthday, you filthy animal. That's not what he says, is it?
Imagine if Kostic plays the game, though, right? Like, because even though they get their pro cards, if you got a team of the season of yourself, you'd be so proud you'd probably want to put it in your team. Or, like, you'd want it in your club, sorry. Maybe not in your team, but in your club. You'd probably see that and go, oh, fuck it. I'll settle for Hausenberger or whatever at left back. Like, imagine that. You'd be so depressed. Or Schultz
I
or one of them.
I imagine he would stick with his teammate Jovic and Da Costa and Trapp, to be honest. To keep it in, yeah.
But, I mean, it's a disgrace, isn't it?
It is not great. Is there anyone else you like?
I've heard everybody go on about Havertz. It looks fantastic. I can't see a proper problem with him. The Royce looks fantastic. The Lewandowski looks amazing.
That Havertz looks like the best card I've ever seen.
I don't know about that.
If you put engine on it, it has 99 finishing, 98 pace, 99 agility, 97 jump, 97 heading, 99 of everything passing, and a 5-star weak foot, and is 6'2".
I know. I'm hearing a lot of people say Ronaldo. I mean, 5-star skill moves. Otherwise, he's not Ronaldo. Sorry, guys. But other than that, yeah, it's a fantastic card. I can't knock it. I wouldn't have been crying if it was, but it would have only made my bench.
I got Gnabry in a red, and he makes my bench.
Yeah, Gnabry. No, Gnabry looks fantastic.
And do you know what? Right, I'm actually pleasantly surprised.
I bet he looks fantastic.
As a bench player, you put 5 chem on him. I only got basic on him. I might put finisher on him or something. He's a pretty nice little card, to be honest.
5 chem, stick Hunter on him. He gets 99 pace. It's all about the pace.
I reckon I'm going to stick Deadeye on him, actually. But he's a nice little card, to be honest. And he's got a good finish. He feels really agile. He can turn on a sixpence. And he's a pretty nice car. I don't know if he's a good car. Haven't ridden him. He's got 4-star. He's pretty nice, to be honest. He'll go in an SBC eventually, I'm sure, but
everybody else looks a bit jobby.
Yeah, Da Costa. I've seen a lot of Da Costas used, and he's been a bit of a beast.
I've got him. He's I got him from my guarantee pack, and he's now in my not bench. What's the other thing? Yeah, bench. He's in my bench.
If you put a shadow on him, though, he's a very good right back. I think he deserves a shout out.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
Bundesliga was disappointing, and we'll talk about.
It was top heavy, wasn't it?
It was very top heavy, but players like Lewandowski, no one really wants. They're just like
SBCs.
I mean, that's it. Like, if you get him, you'd want him, but it's not. If you get him, you'd use him, but you know when it's like a bit like Suarez. There's just something missing.
Yeah.
You know, like there's just something missing. Talking of Suarez, let's talk about quickly. La Liga team of the season. Now, I heard on another podcast they always do La Liga dirty, and they have done it again. There's no midfielders. I mean, there are midfielders, but there's no defensive midfielders. There's no good defensive midfielders. There's no good midfielders at all, really, unless you count Griezmann, which is not really a midfielder, to be honest.
I like the Santi for fun, as in, oh, that's a good laugh. Like, you know, I'd have him in like a squad battles team, and it'd be a lot of fun. Apart from that, Suarez looks like the best centre midfielder. In fact, Suarez is the best centre midfielder there.
I mean, if you don't like pace, and he don't like intercepting. But like like he still couldn't play CDM.
No, he could play CDM, but what I mean is,
I mean, he's got loads of fucking ridiculous stats. I'll give you, but his pace doesn't. His pace. Do you know what? He's the perfect CAM.
yeah, he is. But
The only thing.
they have done them dirty on some players. I mean, obviously we'll
But
get to the Ben Yedder in a minute because I know that you love him and I can understand why. But there is some shocking ratings here.
well, Ben Yedder is who I want, and I think how he's only 1.5 million on PlayStation, and I saw one go for 1.5 million actually today on PC, is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my life. Because if you stick basic on him, he becomes better than R9. He becomes the best player. And I've used his base card, and it's already agile, and it already can do the finesse. It can do absolutely everything. Has 5-star weak foot. Like, I'm literally so excited to use this card because I'm going to use it. I'm literally like foaming around my mouth.
He looks like Butchergenio to me, with a bit more. With a couple more things.
With 99 vision and 98 passing and 99 agility.
Even though he's got the 5-star weak foot, I just can't imagine that he can do them top corner left shots that like Butch Genio. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have the same shot as Thingy.
No. But if you look at the price, so basically, if you look at the prices of the whole thing combined, and then compare it with the Bundesliga's ahead by 3 million. And I think that says a lot considering that people love the fucking Spanish league.
Yeah, and they've got Lionel Messi.
Yeah, who's 4.4.
So I also want to bring up, and this is, I have an issue with what EA are doing here. Now, I get Messi scored a lot of hat-tricks and has a lot of special cards, right?
Yes.
But how do you have 399 cards that are so different? Now, it's okay, yeah. It's okay giving him 399 cards. I actually have no real problem with that because he is a 99 rated player. Like, he deserves a 99 rated card, and once you get to 99, that's the ceiling. That is the absolute ceiling. But his team of the year has 2,507 in-game stats, and his 99 right wing, the original 99 right wing, has 2,412. These cards are not equal in any way, shape, or form.
No.
So why do they have the same overall rating? And this brings me on to my other thing, and this really, EA, this really fucks me off. And I mean this with all of my fucking heart. If a player has 99 acceleration and anything below 98 sprint speed, or the other way round, then their fucking pace is not fucking 99.
Yeah.
99 pace should mean 99, 98, and no fucking less. It should be that or fuck off lying to us. And they do it with other stats as well.
Yeah.
Like they did it with fucking Lukaku, but they fucked it up so bad that the fucking thing, when you went on one of the websites, that it revealed his true rating. Right? Just because you give 90 in one stat, it doesn't mean that it's 90 defending. Fuck off. Actually fuck off doing this sort of stuff, because you're lying on the face stats. And yes, okay, for people like us who go and explain and look at the players and go, oh, but they've got all of these stats and it's fine. But people aren't going to want to do that. They're just going to look at the card and go, oh, 99 pace, look at that card. Wow. You know?
And you're alienating, I get exactly what you're saying, because you're alienating your casual fan base, which you say you care about. You know, like, at the end of the day, casual fans play, let's say they play all season, they might start picking up a couple of things, I get that, but generally speaking, they see something like, I mean, they'll see that and be like, yeah, okay, 99, and they'll stick him in the team, and then they'll just be, and this is where people end up getting pissed off with, like, how was Sergio Ramos outpaced my Messi? And it's because of the fact that, like, you know, you could, I don't know, maybe that's a bad example, but you could get one of these other players to 99 pace, and they shouldn't be anywhere near a 99 pace card.
Yeah.
Like, on the face of it, which is why I think that it might be time. Do you know what? It might be worth getting into this a little bit later, actually. But I think EA needs to do. I'm really disappointed because I don't think 20 is going to be good.
Oh well, let's go
Yeah,
into that.
yeah.
Right, right. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Right. Anyway, a few cards. Benzema looks okay. Benzema, how you say it? Jesus Navas has got. Do you know what? I'll give them. They gave him 86 defending and they gave him 97 interceptions. So they actually like.
And he's
He's
got
not the worst. He's got jumping. He just doesn't have strength.
no, but then again, I mean, I'd never want him in my team.
I remember Jesus Navas on the old FIFAs when he was like the one bring it on pacey winger.
Yeah,
But I mean that team of the season ain't very good. The Dembele looks nice, 5-star weak foot. The Genie, so loads of people. I've seen people calling him out. This centre back going, well, he's shit because he's 5'11". Is he 5'11"?
5'9".
5'9", right? But he's so quick. I reckon he's usable. Because I had Hernandez. Given that Hernandez was a bit taller, but I had Lucas Hernandez, and I just put Shadow on him. And at 99.99, he was quality. Like, just being super mega pacey.
Hernandez is quite a bit taller though.
Yeah, that is true. But
I like the Jenny, but I only like him in the sense that if you're someone that doesn't like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, La Crocodile crossing, or fucking El Tornado bitch crossing, then you could put the Jenny at right back if you had a right back that could play centre back. If you get me, and it'd actually be a really good card.
That has a right back as a defending right back, he would be beautiful actually.
Yeah, I think that's his calling card.
Yeah, and at 110k,
yeah, it's not bad at all, is it?
It's not bad at all. Yeah, Griezmann obviously like he's 97 rated. It speaks for himself. I honestly didn't think he deserved to get in Team of the Year this year. Actually, if you look at some of the stats and stuff, and he's not been that great this year. Old Griezmann.
I want to say something controversial about the La Liga Team of the Season, and this league is suffering, FIFA-wise. I'm not talking about the actual league, although I've got the exact same opinion. This league is suffering from not having Cristiano Ronaldo or Neymar in it. That's why it looks so dire.
Yeah, I mean the thing is as well, is it's okay to not have them players because Premier League doesn't have any of them, but then Premier League has Van Dijk, who has had a lot of special cards, or has had or has Aubameyang, Lacazette, Sterling, Son, all these special little players that have pace and 5-star weak foot and good shooting, whereas they do Suarez so bad at the start. It's very hard for him to recover the pace. Same for Benzema, right? These midfield
Benzema got there, to be fair to him, 90 now. That's not a bad card, that.
But
Benzema.
his pace is 85 sprint speed, so it's not great.
What,
but
Benzema? No, it isn't.
Not Benzema. Benzema did get there. You're right, but he's still not. He can't. At the end of the game, you want your players to have 99 pace, 99 fit. Your strikers have 99 pace, 99 finishing, and 99 jump. Right? That's what you want. If they can't have all three, are they end game?
Depends how you play, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But Chigueno has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Torres basically has it. These are players that have come out who are cheaper and come out fucking months and months before.
No, it's true.
So when you're looking at these team of the seasons, these have got to be like the cream of the crop, and they're just not. And I think that's why for like I get that, like, you know, like the Spanish league is played in a different way. They don't have as much. It's more of a thinking league. It's more tactical, and you know that's great. But then, not. I mean, giving everyone like 90+ passing ain't good enough.
No, I know.
It's just not. And so I think that they've really suffered. And given what they've done is they've just given it to someone like Griezmann instead of giving it to someone else that does it to sell packs. And so they've got Griezmann, which is a great looking card, but it's not that great. And so, I mean, even Messi, I mean, it's a great looking card, but if I pulled it, I'll put it on my bench.
It'd go into an SBC for me.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I wouldn't go on my bench. I don't.
Adam, that can't go on your bench.
I've used him in I've used even the 99s in so many drafts, and he only did it for me once, and it was his base card. The other cards, I just can't. Look, I don't think I like him in real football enough to want to ever have him in a team on a game. Like, every single career mode, even when I was Barcelona, I fucking sold him. Like, I don't like him. Like, I straight up don't like him. I just see him as SBC fodder. Or selling.
I want to put a disclaimer that if anyone pulls Messi, please do not use him as SBC fodder. I'm selling him, okay. SBC fodder, no. Now we could talk about future SBCs, but I mean future SBCs, future team of seasons. But what's the point of speculating? Because it doesn't matter what we say, and you don't know what stats they're gonna get. So
let's wait to see what we get. Let's wait to see what happens with the 99 Ronaldo.
Yeah, I want to give an update on some of the SBCs that have come out, which are team of the season related, and I'll talk about the ones that are out now because that's actually helpful. I did Rabiot, and I tweeted about him like, he looks like Prime Vieira, he looks amazing. Oh my god, he was wank. But I don't know if that's because that sort of player is wank and just doesn't suit my style of play, but he was fucking awful.
You weren't the only one to report that.
He just kept fucking attacking, and he can't shoot. So he's in the box, and you've got to try and find a pass because his finishing's not good enough. You can't put Hunter on him because he needs shadow because he needs to be able to intercept and stuff. He was not very good. I wasn't a big fan. However, I did replace him with Goretzka, who is an absolute fucking unit, and is basically like Hullet too, but just with a little bit more agility. He is so good. I love him.
You should preface by saying that you also have Hullet. So that
yeah, I do have.
You can actually legitimately say that.
I have got 93 Hullet. He's so good. Him and Hullet in midfield is just like sexy. It is wonderful. It is genuinely wonderful. And I'm really sorry that I didn't tell everyone to go and do Goretzka. I decided very last minute when I was like, fuck it, you know what? I want some packs, and I've got shit from Reds to stick in these Goretzka SBCs. It's going to make it a lot cheaper. And it cost me basically 100k, so I was like, fuck it. And it was worth it. Inaki, I will do, because he's my little baby, and I love him. which sounds wrong, but I used his Carnival card and I really loved it. And I know that it only has 3-star weak foot, and I've been going on about 5-star weak foot. But with Deadeye, it becomes a very nice card. Like, I'm not saying it's in-game material, but it's a very. I used it in centre midfield, and it like the 88. And he was quick enough, strong enough, everything enough. Great passing, great shooting, and it was amazing.
They've done him wrong. That SBC card, they've done him wrong by not just sticking 99 strength on him. I think they've done him wrong there. I don't like it.
I mean,
if you start the season with 90 strength and you go from an 81 all the way to what, 90 or whatever the fuck it is,
yeah,
or 91, it's time.
90.
Well, then just give him 91. It's 91, and you're giving him 96 strength, which is it's 11 more than his original strength, but he's gone up fucking 10 stats. Like, overalls. Just give him 99 strength. Keep every other stat the exact same on this page. Just give him 99 strength.
Yeah, good card. I'm probably going to end up doing him after my Reds, because I will inevitably pull Wank, and then I really want to pull Ben Yedder Red, but if I don't, then they're all going to go into Inaki. Lenglet may be the worst card I've ever seen. Why is this a team of the season card?
I don't know.
I suppose it might be equal to Laporte in some aspects, but not really. They just wanted to give him a card because it would be popular, and it's awful. It's not good enough. I would really recommend that you don't do it. I mean, he might turn out to be amazing. And early game, I really liked him.
Yeah, we all did, but it's not early game anymore. It's
fucking
end game.
That is it. And
it's
so
Thanos snapping time.
It is Thanos snapping time. If you could click your finger, would you get rid of half of the unit? Do not answer that question, Adam. You get us in trouble.
Half of the who?
FIFA community. And I said, do not answer that question because you'll get.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm
joking.
Send all your abuse to @FUT Frankenstein. Right. So. Do you know what we missed out? Honourable mentions: Militao and Tellez. Yeah, well done.
Well, obviously, I mean, look, they look fantastic.
Everyone though, if you listen to our podcast and you don't know who they are, look them up. Yeah. They're very good cards. I mean, yeah.
As they were, not Militao, but as the other one was last year, Tellez. I mean,
yeah.
As he was at the start of the game, as he has been for the last couple of years.
Militao is a good card, and I've come up against it a few times, and it's very quick. And it's very good at jumping, but it's not unbeatable. So there we are.
Yeah.
So, right, we're going to talk about the community now. And so there's loads of stuff.
Click.
There's loads of stuff that's been happening in the community with regards to them being upset at the stuff that's been coming out. So they're upset that. Because last year we got 2 team of the seasons per good team of the. Basically, we got 2 team of the season SBCs for Prem for all the big leagues, and now they're upset that we don't get this anymore, and they're calling out the community. They're calling out EA. They're calling out EA, and they're basically saying they're too hard to do. They cost too much. They've overpriced all the SBCs, and they've done all this stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think that is fair? Do you think that the community is right that to call out EA on this, or do you think that doing a moment of every league and then a flashback of every league and then of doing a separate SBC where you can get packs is fair enough?
I mean, you phrased that quite loaded, but I happen to agree with you.
I did. I apologise.
I'm not going to put out names here. You can go on Twitter and just scroll through traders, and a lot of them will say this: how upset they were that you've made it so expensive. With all due respect, you can't. When you have 100 million transfer profit, shut the fuck up about expensive. I'm sorry, you've got like a fucking £15 million striker and you're like getting all upset about that. No. Look, we as a community, all of us, have to take some responsibility for, okay, fine, EA should have patched this shit, but the unassigned bollocks is disgusting and it's market manipulation. You'd literally be sent to jail for doing that kind of market manipulation in the real world. The way in which we all complained, oh no EA, we basically wanted to get Team of the Seasons for free. Well, no. EA made it more fucking expensive so that these people that have saved all these cards can't fuck over the rest of the community. Sorry. It's the rich moaning about not getting richer and forgetting that there are also poor.
Well, the thing is, what I will say is that some of that is that they can't make as much profit because they don't know what's going to come out and they make guesses and 86s and all this sort of stuff. Some of it may be that, but some of it was last year. It was too easy.
Yeah,
too easy. Like you could just turn up at the end of the year and then get team of the season, and I think that it's way fairer this way. The people that have, I mean, I know. I say this as someone that has grinded quite a bit, but if you grind, there's a lot of stuff like, we didn't mention the whether it was the grind, the team of the season players. So like obviously there's a few weekly objectives as well, and so if you want to play that much, you can get these weekly objective cards, and then you can chuck them in, do what you want, and you actually get rewarded a lot more for playing, which is what EA want to do. They want to reward you more for playing and less for trading.
Yeah.
They want to reward the people that play the game, which I totally understand from their point of view, because the more hours sunk into the game, the better the game is on metrics, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And, they want people to play their game because more people that play, the more fun it is for everyone. And so I sort of see EA's point of view. So, like I said, last year it was too easy. It was, and I honestly, I'm not being funny. You get moments, you get flashbacks, you get a chance at getting one free team of the season card, basically. And most people can afford to do. I know you can't, Adam, because you sold absolutely everything. But if you did weekend league every week and did all the objectives, you'd probably be able to do it as well.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not complaining from my point of view. Like, I know what I've done for myself, with all due respect.
Yeah, so I think that they've done a good job, to be honest. I think that they've been pretty solid.
I've only been upset with my reds, my blues, and all of that stuff. I haven't been upset with like, oh no, EA aren't giving me free bloody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just upset with the ones I've got.
I think that, like, I think, I understand traders being pissed off being banned and stuff, and that EA is a bit anti-trader, and I can understand why that's annoying, because these people, they don't like playing the game, they like trading, and so they feel like that their part of the game is being taken away from them, and I do understand their point of view.
Yeah.
Like, it's if, for example, if I like the FIFA Street, if they put a FIFA Street game mode in and then took it away, I'd be gutted, because I'd love it, Yeah, I understand. I do sympathise with them a bit, but at the end of the day, it's not for us. And traders, you're also not Kurt, so don't try and go on rants and send 100 tweets a day, thinking that you are, because you're not. Like,
I know.
Kurt does his thing, let him do his thing, and we'll talk about that later. But if you're a trader, like, I understand that the gameplay is not necessarily the best, but they've given enough content here. Like, you can fault them for a lot of things, and we're going to fault them in about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because they do fuck up regularly. Although, yeah, they do fuck up regularly. But this is not something they've done wrong. Right, now, Adam, do you know what's happened with Team of the Season Super League?
Just before you go, I do, but just before you go ahead, I just want to say there are some traders out there that have done a fantastic job all year, have got to the top of the fucking leaderboard on, I believe it's Xbox, like Mitchell23, and I was scrolling through his Twitter the whole time you were talking, and the only time he complains about certain things is when something crazy happens, like he quick sold a load of players and realised that they'd taken 100 grand away from him, which is fair enough to complain about.
Yeah, no, there's a thing with that happened to I'm a Duck as well.
Yeah.
I'm a Duck Quack, where
I think it was the I'm a Duck Quack one as well. Or, I don't know, but the point is, he doesn't just like, sit there moaning about, not getting the SBCs he wants. He just tells people what SBCs he thinks are okay, which is a lot better,
Yeah, and Mitchell is someone, he do you know what as well? He's one of the nice ones in the community, and there's not a lot of hate that him. He's a very nice. He's also the best FUT trader there is. He is legit number one.
Yeah,
he is legit number one. He has got 70 million more than Bateson and not spent a penny. Like, round of applause, please. Like, this guy, like, wow. I mean, what's his name on Twitter? Mitchell23, isn't it? But isn't it Mitchell with a 1?
It is indeed, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to follow a trader, follow him. Like, he's shit hot. But he I'm not saying that all traders are. Like, some traders just get on with it and trade. There are a few other accounts that don't moan so much. I'm a Duck Quack. He very rarely moans. He only moaned when he got banned, which, I mean,
yeah.
There's another one. I think the Great Footsby got banned, and he doesn't really do that much moaning as well. I quite like. I really hope.
No, I don't mind the occasional moan, by the way.
Oh yeah, but it's like constantly every day. Oh, they haven't done this yet, and you just fuck off. The thing is, me and you, Adam, we are pretty moany people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that EA have done, like their content they've done the last couple of weeks has been fine. But let us talk about something we want to fucking moan. Let's moan.
But just before you say that, we are running a podcast. It's our job to fucking moan and report about what's happening.
Yeah, but
more our job than a trader.
Well, it's not our job, but anyway.
No, but in this community, it is.
Let us moan.
Yes.
Team of the Season, Super League, SBC. What has happened?
Well, some people have got some really good cards from it.
Yeah.
I saw someone
Right.
get a Lacazette. I was like, I wouldn't even fucking complain.
Yeah, I know. I saw someone getting a Bamiyang, and they were like, "I hope I get to keep this." Um, so basically, the people got a gold rare instead of a Super League team of the season, which is hilariously bad. But they're gonna get compensated, so it's
Yeah.
all good. I mean, it's annoying, and when people opened it, I got loads of messages from people like, "Can you tell me what's happened here?" And I was like, I don't
You
know. I'm playing.
win!
I'm playing. Yeah, and I did think about abusing it and doing it, but I thought if everyone knows that it's glitching, then I do it, and then they're like, "You fucking did this out of time, you little prick." Like, so
I should have, though. It's fucking hilarious.
yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it's bad form for them, and it's an unfortunate time to do it. But you know, it is what it is. They fixed it. It's not that. Do you know what? It's one of them where I don't actually think it's that big of a fuck up.
No, it's hilarious.
It's easily fixed. Yeah, it's easily fixed. I think we should give EA. I mean, EA do some fucking fucked up stuff,
Yeah.
but this isn't it. Like moaning about an SBC going wrong is hilarious. And you know some of the stuff they did, like they did something this year that is actually should be praised for so much, and I'm so jealous I didn't do it. They accidentally released Burkamp with Clivert's head, and then no, wait, but if someone done it, they got both. Like, what the fuck?
What?
Like, yeah, if someone done it during that short, like, 2 hour period that Clivert's picture appeared on Burkamp's thingy, because they didn't, like, it wasn't clear what one it was, they gave the people that done it, both of them untradeable.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I know, and that's what I mean.
There could have been something that they did better, though. They should have given you
Given you it. The ultimate Dutch upgrade. Right, but yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm just imagining it in my head.
Also, the UEFA marquee matchups I've seen a lot of people complaining about. Right? Now, a lot of people are complaining because you can't get the Champions League cards anymore. So if you didn't save them, then you can't do them. Now, I saved all mine. I didn't know people got rid of them all.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are moaning that this is ridiculous and it cost 10k to get one and all this sort of shit. And I've sold all the ones that I had spare. I did all, to be honest, I had so many shit untradeable ones that were like 78, 79 from all the untradeable packs over the year. Yeah. That it wasn't a problem. And I just assumed that everyone else had done the same, and so it was a piece of piss for me. Got an ultra rare mega players pack and got an ultra rare player pack. Got fucking Oblak 200k. I was fucking stoked. I was really fucking happy. I was really happy. But then a lot of people are complaining now. I see on Twitter that they're not doing a UCL untradeable card so that people can. But do you know what? I don't think they've done anything wrong. I think you've had enough chance to do it. That's life. It's hard, that life. Like, yeah. I can understand because, you know, you have to have a specific card and that card is not out anymore in packs. But we've had them for like every 2 weeks for like
100 million years, yeah.
Yeah, and untradeable as well. So you've got no reason to get rid of them.
No,
like the 79s, and loads of people must have pulled the 80s and the 81s and the shit ones.
Yeah.
But anyway, well that's it. That's my saying on it. I mean, I can understand why people are pissed off because if you haven't got one, you're fucked. You've got to wait for one to come on the market, and it's a cunt. Right. Talking of chatting shit, Kurt has been tweeting a lot recently. Kurt is getting his name about. Kurt is getting ready. Yeah. Kurt is getting ready to become a FIFA commentator. You heard it here first. He's going to become the first colour commentator. Like, fully colour commentator. No. So, you know more about the Kurt thing than I do, so I'll let you take the lead on this.
Only a bit, but... I mean, what one are we going about the Nepenthes one, or because as you said, he's been around a bit recently, old Kurt.
We'll just go on the... As much as I enjoy his beef with the Nepenthes,
yeah, that
let's talk about the patent.
So
Has
he's pulled out. Someone else posted it, and then he went into like a full thing about like how he thinks he's found the momentum code. I've had not more than a little bit of a look through it. It's worded very cleverly by EA. I mean, of course, they're a fucking team of lawyers, and there's 3 people that make games in the whole company. But but it's a weird one. I hate to say it, I don't want to be the conspiracy theorist guy here, but yeah, I think they do something in the game. And I'm not even talking about like scripting, but there's a reason why we all keep coming back, even though they've really fucked us over this year in certain ways. And we all keep coming back, and I think there's something in that game coding where it makes you like, I don't know, I don't want to call it momentum, I want to call it believe code, because it makes you believe that you're going to come back in a game, and then you come back in a game that you shouldn't have won, and then you get fucking annihilated in a game that you've had 30 shots and the other guys had 3.
Okay. Right. As someone who lost the game where he had 23 shots, and 27 shots, sorry, and 20 on target, and still lost the game 3-1 when the other person had only 3.
Yeah.
The problem I have with the scripting being a thing is, who is it scripting for? Like a script, if you're going to take the word scripting by its literal, momentum makes more sense than scripting, because scripting cannot happen, because that means the winner is already chosen. Now, what I will say is, it might be scripting in the same way that chess is scripted.
I get what you mean, yeah.
And so people could be like, what do you mean chess is scripted? You know, chess is not scripted. Well, there are a set amount of moves you can do. In FIFA, there'll be more moves than you can do in chess. And that's why you can make a computer work out how to win a game of chess. Because there are only so many moves you can do. And once you've done your first move, it knows what your next move is going to be. It works out what your next move, blah, 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 and works out what the probability of winning is based on that, blah, 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 blah. Right? And so I don't think that there is any momentum or code, because it has to be. Who is it favouring? Why is it favouring you? Does it favour who spends the most money? Does it favour who's more likely to spend money? Like,
I don't think it's that. I think it's a mechanism to keep certain players playing the game, like the mid-tier player like myself. It's like a mechanism to keep us playing the game, I feel, because the way they worded that pattern, I've got to say, there was some dodgy wording in there.
But is it like the way that Football Manager makes it harder for you to win a game when you don't change your tactics? Because that's not scripting. You wouldn't call that scripting. You'd just be like, oh, that's the fucking game. Oh, it's Football Manager.
That is a game that is scripted, though. Like, I mean, the whole fucking engine is supposed to be.
Yeah, but I honestly, the problem I have with it is that if there was scripting, like, who is it favouring? You can't just go, oh, a mid-tier player that's going to lose 3-0 and then come back to 3-2. Because that's not what happens. Sometimes you go into a game, you go 2-0 down, and you come back and you win 4-2. And I've done it a few times, but I don't ever think it's scripting. I think that's all in your head. And I mean, I'm gonna quote a very not that famous, and to Americans they're probably not gonna know who he is, but there's an NFL analyst called Mike Carlson, who is a very strategic and clever analyst, and he says simply, momentum does not exist, and he means that in like sport. Momentum does not exist. You have a football, you kick the ball, and you get the ball. They make the, and then because he's talking about American football, he's like, in NFL you get the yards, you score. That's it. You get the yards, you score, you're done. That is it. There's no such thing as momentum. Like, that is it. If you're better at that time, you win.
Do you know what? Who's that guy? He owns the Mavericks.
Oh,
Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
The best thing I've ever seen on one of these sports analyst shows, and I love them, like the Skip Bayless versus this. I love all the, the drama and bullshit of it. But he went on there and he just basically just beat Skip down for 10 minutes. because Skip was like, it was the crushing pressure of being in the finals that killed LeBron. And he was like, no, here's all the coaching plans and here's how we defeated him.
Yeah.
We made it hard for him to play. Look at his shots and look where he took him from and look where he usually takes his shots. It's because we out-coached him. Like
and
his team.
I bet if you looked at FIFA and all these people that I bet you get someone, you can look at where the mistakes they made.
Yeah.
And so momentum is very much a mental thing, and I just don't buy it anymore. I used to, but do you know what as well? Like when we started this podcast, I was more like, oh, it's real. But the more I've played and the better I've got, and the more, like I've racked up like 1,200 games on this year, and I can tell you that there's not scripting. Like if I like sometimes lose games that I deserve to win, and sometimes I win games that I deserve to lose. Like.
Yeah, I see what you mean there.
That's just it. Anyway, talking about the gameplay, we've got still quite a bit to cover.
Yeah, we have.
Sorry, we've been away for so long. This means the podcasts are so fucking big. So we're going to talk about the patch notes in FIFA 20.
Yep.
Do you want me to summarise it and then you say your thoughts, or what do you want to do?
Well, yeah, that seems fine. Or yeah, we could summarise a couple of bits. I mean, we could do it together if you want, whatever.
If I missed a few, let me know if I missed it. So, changes to no-scope finesses. What do you think to that? They're going to change the old no-scope finesse top corner.
Yep, I'm happy about that. I think that they should occasionally happen. Very occasionally. Someone like, I criticised him earlier, but someone like Messi could do that on the rare occasion, could just no-scope a finesse. But we can't have it as something that's just prevalent in the game and, you see one of them a game. You can't have it like that. They just need to nerf it. A lot of this is just about nerfing things. It's not necessarily about taking it away. What do you think?
I'm going to say, I think you've got to be very careful with your definition of no-scope finesse. Because certain players will just have a look back and then curl it in, and I don't mind that. And I think people confuse no-scope finesse with a finesse at an angle. So if someone gives you a ball at a right angle, for example, so like parallel to the 18-yard line,
yep,
the penalty box, and they whip it in the corner, I think that's totally realistic because the ball is coming in at the perfect angle for that shot.
And you've hit it 1,000 times in training. You know where you get.
Yeah,
you know where you are.
And you'll see players put that in a lot as well. Like, it's not a thing, and I think we have to be very careful with nerfing specific shots. Because I mean, if you nerf all the shots, then where are we gonna go? You're gonna have one way to score a goal.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Anyway. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it, and like I understand the ones that are like fully back to goal and then they just ping it in, and you're like, you're a fucking idiot because that wouldn't go in. Like that would have to be a magic shot. But then there's also the ones like Steven Gerrard's shot against West Ham, where he just closed his eyes and hit it and it's gone in, and you can't just go, oh well, that's unrealistic because he fucking done it in real life. That's it. Like what people need to remember. I'll say this at the end. Actually, I'll say that at the end. I've also said about, talking of shooting, improved one-on-ones. So they're going to make one-on-ones better. Like, if you threw on goal, you've got more chance to score.
Yeah.
They haven't said how. Haven't said... The thing is, right... What are your thoughts on one-on-ones generally at first?
Right,
How
okay.
do you
I'll
state
get
of
in trouble.
one-on-ones
I'm going to get in trouble for it, but fuck it. YOLO. I absolutely love where one-on-ones are right now. And I'm probably the only person that does, and I don't care. When I fuck up a one-on-one, I genuinely blame myself. When I don't fuck up a one-on-one, I know that I've done the right thing in that position. Yes, later on we can talk about the goalie movement and stuff. The goalie movement is a bit fucking unrealistic at times. Especially because the thing is, people are complaining about one-on-ones. When people don't do Le Crocodile, Zlatan goalie move cheats, I'll just put them all together there. But when they don't do that cheating, the goalie cheating, one-on-ones go in all the bloody time. Like, I'm sorry, if you have got to this stage of FIFA and all you can fucking do is cross it in and you get pissed off because of the fact you can't put a one-on-one in, you should have learned how to shoot. You've had a year now. It's not that fucking hard to score one-on-ones. The fact that they're going to improve it is just basically, let's just cater to all the people that can't fucking shoot on this year.
The thing is, right, is I agree with you. One of the problems I had with FIFA 18 was too easy to score, and people go on about AI defending, but they're fucking defenders. You should just stand there. No, but you laugh about it, but then people put a through ball in. Your player would run through on goal, and then they'd low driven it into the net.
The low dribbles were disgusting last year.
But the problem was they could have a run through on goal because your defenders did nothing and then slot it in, or if they didn't slot it in, they'd run round. You'd have 3 defenders between them and the goal, and they'd low driven it in.
The worst one for me is people then would then hold off and long shoot. Maybe this was just for me. I do have like this small opinion that people just look for the cheap ways to shoot rather than the actual ways to shoot.
Well, no, some people do. Some people like to abuse mechanics, and that's fine.
A lot, I find that there's too many of them. Because last year, when people were holding off trying to stop the low drivens, I just developed a new way of playing, which was score from long distance. And especially when it was team of the season, Fekir and fucking Talisca and all them boys, just put it in with a whim. But this year, if you can't shoot, like I've seen people in one-on-ones, and I honestly think that if you're doing this and you're in a one-on-one, turn your fucking machine off, don't play the game, come back next year. No, one-on-one, and then you hold the ball up so that someone comes on the wing so you can pass it back to them so you can cross it back into Zlatan's big fucking head. Fuck off. Don't play the game. I'm sorry. That's so bad. That's so bad.
Do you know what I do though? I do a lot of if I'm in a one-on-one situation and there's a pass on, I'll just pass it and tap it in. And I don't care if it's
I have no problem. No.
I know. Your thing is crossing. You hate crossing.
No, I don't hate crossing. I hate this year's crossing and the cheat of crossing and the fact that people are so fucking frightened to shoot that they will rather than tap it in on a one-on-one.
I've never seen anyone do that.
I've seen it 4 times now in weekend league in the last 2 weekends.
You should send a video because I would love to see it. It'd be funny.
Do you know what? The next time it happens, I'll post it online and with the caption, "Look at this dickhead," because you know what? If he scores from it, I still think it's the wrong thing to do. It's not fucking football. Go play fucking hockey, or I don't care. Just fuck off. Go play NBA. I don't care. Like, it's just so stupid.
I'm not gonna lie. Since team of the season, Adam, no one's letting in the team. Like...
No. And I understand that, but people are still like fucking Le Crocodile, El Tornado crossing it in.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we could. So another thing they've nerfed is chaining skill moves. So they're going to make it so that there's more chance of you making a mistake between skill moves.
I have a iffy thing about this. I think that we need, instead of we need the level of skill moves, but then the things like agility and dribbling stat and things like that really need to matter more, because someone like fucking Neymar, you can call him a diver and moaner and all of that, and that's all correct. Watch that fucker play football when he chains together about 20 different moves. He's incredible, and he very rarely ever fucks them up. I don't want to make Neymar more broken, but at the same time, he should be a lot different to fucking Rashford with 5-star skill moves.
The problem is that people do chain La Croqueta to La Croqueta to La Croqueta to La Croqueta.
No, I know that's one of the scum cheats.
But the reason they do that is because you just hold the button and you can keep doing it.
Yeah, I get it.
So what they should do is, instead of making it when you do a chain of moves, it's more likely to be a mistake automatically, is it should just be based on timing. So that the skills, because like when there's a goal that Tech scored at a tournament where, all right, fine, he abused El Elastico flip flap. Elastico flip flap, that's the one, isn't it? Yeah. He abused that 4 times in a row and then just tapped it in, and it was a beautiful goal, and everyone was like, amazing, magic, wow. That's not what you want to stop. because that is genuine skill. That is wonderful play. But what you do want to stop is someone just going la croqueta, and then you can't get the ball off them, because when you do the tackle, you don't really get the ball off them when they're doing a la croqueta, which is the problem. Which is the issue isn't actually with the chaining of the skills. The issue is that the game has been made wrong. That the la croqueta is overpowered, and you can't get the ball off them when they do it.
100%. And also, look, I mean, with all due respect, anyone that goes, oh, but they should make it a football simulator. You're the same people that are fucking crossing it into Zlatan's head.
Hold on. We'll get to that in a minute. So they're going to improve switching as well. So
we'll see.
Yeah, they've said that every fucking year.
Yeah.
That we've looked at the facts and we've determined that is a lie.
Yeah.
That is bollocks. I'm not even going to talk about that because we know how much that needs to change. Right. So now they've also said they're going to be a reduction of AI intelligence basically in defending.
Sorry, I just had this beautiful fucking thought. It was just like a load of dumb robots going, "Help me, help me."
I'm sorry, but this is the worst fucking idea. Like, I'm sorry, people going on about manually defending, no. You need to be rewarded for manually defending more. Like, I'm sorry, but at the end of the fucking day, there are 10 outfield players on the pitch that you have to control, right? If 9 of them are doing nothing or nothing of any relevance, and then the attacking AI can just go, press L1, I'm running through on goal, what the fuck's going to happen then? Oh, I tell you what we'll do. We'll introduce dink passes so it's even easier to pass it to the person running through on goal, and then they can go and smash it fucking in. This is just going to be horrible. This is going to be the same goal every time. It's going to be dink pass, AI just leaves your running defender, and then you score like FIFA 18.
Yeah.
I genuinely can't believe that people enjoy FIFA 18 more than FIFA 19. That game was hideous for me. That game was absolutely terrible. The amount of, I mean, maybe it was because I was defending wrong, and that could possibly be it. But even the pro games would end like 7-8 fucking 3, and you'd just be like, that's not fucking football. And now I know, like, you know, I don't want to be like, FIFA is different to football, but you can't make the defense stuff. Maybe make the AI intelligence better, maybe, or. I understand rewarding manual defending, and I think that, like, I get done on when someone shoots, I press tackle to like try and make a block, and then what happens inevitably is that the block's not made, my player bundles into their player, they spoon it into the crowd, and then they get a free kick, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. And reward manual defending, yes. Turn off AI intelligence is a fucking no. And people will think it's a good idea until someone slams in the 9th goal with David Villa against them, and they're going home crying. And yeah, I think it's an awful idea. And I've spoiled the next one, which is introduction of dink passes.
Yeah.
Which, what do you think that sounds like?
Easy chip over the top, bang, goal.
Do you know what as well, right? It means that if your defender is sticking a leg out, that they're going to just chip it over it.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds awful. It sounds like a really bad idea. Like, unless defenders are able to stop it, which they're trying to fucking nerf, it sounds like an awful idea. Now we're going to talk about the 2 that Kurt got pissed off about, which are time shooting and goalkeeper movement.
Can I just bring one last thing before we do, because I can't wait to get into them too. But
go on.
So I just want to point out 2 things. Actually, one thing, and then when we come to the end, I'll point this out. But complex skill moves like El Tornado or flick ups, for example, will be error prone in general. Now, I've seen players use flick ups in games for like a couple of kicks. I've seen Henry almost go the whole length of the pitch doing it. But it should get harder the longer you go with kick ups. Complex skill moves like El Tornado shouldn't be in the fucking game. Anyone that says, no, I'm sorry, you can't, I've never fucking seen someone do it in a game. Never.
Well, do you know what it's actually from? And you're going to hate me for this. It's actually from when Dele Alli did a similar sort of skill.
Right, okay. And that's fine. But it was a similar... It weren't... Look, the animation is too fucking crispy. And making it more error prone and stuff, it should be fucking nigh on impossible to pull off an El Tornado in the game. It's a fucking ridiculously hard skill move if you look at the mechanics of it. It's like doing like... If they're going to do that, then let's bring in fucking Rabona volleys and shit like that. Like, let's just go fucking street mode. Like, let them start putting it under their shirts and stuff. Let's just go fucking mental. El Tornado should be on street. El Tornado does not really... Like, if you want to leave it in the game, fine. Make it fucking super hard. Make it like a one in a blue moon that you see it. Not every fucker scoring
The
it
thing is,
every game.
It's the one it just is... The thing is... I understand, like, they're gonna make it harder, so they're gonna make it shit. But, like...
No, it will only take a couple of months until they find out how to abuse it again. I just don't believe them.
No, it won't be El Tornado, though. There's always something that's broken. Like, last year it was the drag back.
Yeah.
And the year before that it was the... it was similar to the drag back. There was a skill that made you, like... It was like sidestep and then go, and it would make your player run quicker than he could run.
Yeah.
And there's stuff like that that is abusable, and fine. People always find a way of what the best skill is, and then blah 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 blah, blah, which is fine. But the problem with the El Tornado is that it just feels like everyone does. I get what you mean, like with the crossing, that everyone's trying to do it, and and it's such a hard skill to do. You don't see what you don't. I've watched a lot of football this year and haven't seen one.
No.
But then
Dele Alli doing it once on a whim is not fucking enough to make.
I mean, it wasn't an El Tornado. It was like chipped to him in the air, and he did like a thing and a volley. And did you see? But Yannick Bolasie got 5-star skill moves because he proved he could do it.
Yeah, but he deserves 5-star skill moves. He does them, and he has the Bolasie flick, which is his own version of it, which is probably, and he does that in game. If it was Bolasie flick, I'd have slightly less of an anger about it but it'd have to be Bolasie can do it and nobody else can. Also, maybe I'm asking for too much, but no, I'm not. If you can have certain animations for certain players, there are certain moves that certain players should be able to do that other players can't do. McGeady should have a lower error rate on a McGeady spin. It's his fucking move. It's his move.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same with like you know where Quaresma does that flick over people's head. It should be
he does the Neymar one, doesn't he? Are you talking about the Neymar rainbow flick, or are you talking about the...
No, the one where he just digs it in the ground and just flicks it over someone's head as they're on running, or like the Neymar's done that as well. But like, they have to be really careful not to take the fun out of skill moves. It still needs to be very fun.
There's certain one like R9 and R10 should also be able to do as many flip flaps in a row as they want, because they could do some magical flip flaps.
Oh, Ronaldinho should never have a fucking error about him apart from like doing 60.
Some of you may be a bit young to remember R9, but R9 used to do some real magical shit with the ball, and some of the flip flaps he would send keeper. He would go around keepers all the time, like, which is something you can't do in this game a lot. But he used to just. Do you
remember at Inter and fucking Barca and things like that when he was just like, he was just step over, and then the goalie would just go, oh, I don't know, and just dive one way, and you just see.
You watch, and he would just wait and wait. Do
you remember the flip flap he did where he went right to left and then he stuck his left foot forward so it nutmegged the guy?
You couldn't
fucking filth.
You couldn't put what he could do in it because he moved at a different time to everyone else.
They used to call him 8 legs. Because when they took pictures, bear in mind we didn't have like 1 million megapixel cameras, but these were still pro cameras. If you took a picture of Ronaldo when he was running, you could often see it where his legs were blurred all the way around. So it'd make like a 180 degree of his legs. It was fucking amazing.
He moved in it. He was just unbelievable. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah,
so,
sorry.
The ones that Kurt hated: time shooting and goalkeeper movement. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Put that down. So, what do you think of time shooting?
It's pathetic. Everybody that's like, it's brought a more competitive and no, it hasn't. What it has done is, now I'm going to split this in three ways. I'm going to go over the PC one, and I realise that a lot of the listeners are not really going to care as much, but I'm just going to skip past it very quickly. You can download cheap programs that will just perfect time shoot every single time, and I played against them players, and I hate them. But moving on away from them. Number two, people have got very good, like this year, people got very, very good at it. Now, okay, they've reduced it to 2 frames and stuff. Look, I'm sorry. All of you Zlatan crossers and all of you people that fucking think that shooting and one-on-ones are the hardest thing in the world. Learn to fucking shoot. I've not used finesse shooting one time this year, and I can bang in goals from pretty much anywhere. It's not that hard. I'm not saying I'm a great player, but I'm a pretty decent shooter, and it's not hard. Okay? You just sort of, you work out the mechanics, whether you have to play in fucking career mode or whatever, and you just keep working out the mechanics, work out your individual players, and also, don't change your team every 1 minute because of the fact that you're not happy with the shooting. Or just try and work out your players. I've had Butch Genyo for 70% of the season. I've had Torres for about 80% of the season, and I learnt their shooting very quickly. There are shots I won't take with one, and there are shots I won't take with the other. And I've worked out how they kick the ball. It's not hard. You don't need this time shooting where the game gives you a reward because you've got quick fingers. Like, you should have quick fingers anyway. Get rid of that shit. It's pathetic. And also, it just, this year, it rewarded so many people for bollock shooting. When you all couldn't finesse it in the top corner, you all went to Zlatan heading. That's shit.
Yeah, but what I will say, I mean, certain players.
Sorry, not you all, but like a big proportion of the community.
You just no. I don't even think it is. I in the last maybe 100 weekend league games I've played, I think I've conceded about 4 timed shots.
No, it's massively reduced now
because the risk is not worth the reward, and so they've made it even harder. Because it won't go in every time. The problem I have with it is it either has to go in every time in a certain instance, in which case it becomes broken.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't, in which case it becomes not worthwhile. And so getting that balance is impossible. And because getting that balance is impossible, it shouldn't be in a game. They should just get rid of it.
Yeah, 100%. We all could score goals beforehand. And pros were still pros.
And the thing is, like, with finesse shots being broken and stuff, like, certain players, Thierry Henry, for example, I know that he's like a very over-the-top example, but Thierry Henry was like the best finesse shot, like, shooter. Yeah. So he should be able to have a broken finesse shot. I see no. If someone was going through on goal with Thierry Henry and then they finesse it in the corner, I'd be like, well, it's Thierry Henry. He did score that goal about 15 times in like a season.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a problem.
That going left, shooting right.
The problem with it was you'd get Martial on his left foot, who had 80 shooting, 80 finishing, and 3-star weak foot, and he'd ping it into the top corner with his left foot every time, and that was the problem. And that's gone now, so you don't actually need to change it. Like, I don't mind all these team of the season players with 99 finishing, finessing it into the corner and scoring. Also, something that is very, very under-fucking said about the matter is that the problem wasn't the finesse shot. The problem was the keeper acting like a fucking idiot and not diving properly to save it.
Yeah.
Which moves us on to goalkeeper movement, which...
Goalkeeper cheating.
Well, basically, the problem is with it, right, is that it makes every shot savable. Yes. And so it affects your shooting as much. I think it affects your shooting as much as it affects their goalkeeper moving. So, okay, if you wait for them to move out the way, you get an open goal. But sometimes they'll move the goalkeeper right and then left, and then you'll shoot, and it will shoot straight at the keeper for no reason, even though that's not where you've pointed.
Yeah.
And that's what's broken about it.
There is one tactic against it, though, that I loved this year. When you got a goalkeeper cheater, they've usually got Zlatan up front. But when you got a goalkeeper cheater, the thing I do is I just sit on the edge of the box, wait for Butch Genyo to get in the right position, and then fucking spank it in the top corner and just just do circles around their
Well,
keeper.
there
with
is
the
a lot
celebration.
to be said. There is a lot to be said for the EA. Basically said if you don't like it, if you're struggling with one-on-ones, near post finishing is now going to work a lot better. Hint, fucking hint. And now, anyway, they're going to turn it down, but a lot of pros don't want it in because, to be honest, it is unfair, right? You work to get a chance, especially in like the pro scene. It's not just like you get 20 shots each.
Yeah.
You know, you work, you get a chance to go through on gold, and someone moves a goalkeeper, and then your player shoots it straight at them, and you're like, you fucking idiot.
And also, people say, like, I can understand the argument coming from people where they're like, we should be able to control everybody on the pitch. Okay. If this was pro clubs, or is that the one where you play as each player?
Yeah.
Then fine. I get it. However, EA have proven that they're not competent enough. I'm sorry, but they've proven over the last few years, especially this bloody year, they're not competent enough to have that kind of thing in the game yet. We need to wait to FIFA 30 for that shit. It's not working, and it's just allowing for abusing.
Yeah,
really bad abusing.
I think that is the thing. Is if they make it that even if you are in a one-on-one, even if you could still score, unless they move their goalie a lot and guess the right way, then it might be okay. Because they're on this, they've said as well that you're only going to be able to move it one way. I'm going to be very interested if it's the same as like the F1 definition of one way, where it really is sort of two movements but one.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. Right. So that brings us on to our last question, and thank you for sticking with us because I appreciate this has been a very long podcast. Casuals versus pros. Who should decide what happens on FIFA? Because let's be honest, their excuse for ignoring Kurt was, oh well, we needed to take into account the casuals too.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you need some embodiment of everyone, but the problem I have with the ones that with those two particular examples, the problems okay, right. Anything that is broken that that is going to take time to learn isn't going to entice a casual player.
No.
So someone makes 3 wonderful saves in one-on-ones with goalkeeper movement. They're going to be like, why haven't I scored any one-on-ones? They're not going to want to play again.
Yeah.
Someone pinged in a green shot from 30 yards and they're like, oh, I'll try that. Oh, it's yellow. Oh, it's... They're going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? I want to have a casual game.
Yeah.
If you want to get casuals more involved, make more game modes. Make more fun game modes. Do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that using that as an excuse for goalkeeper movement and time shooting is fair enough. That said, it is here to stay, so maybe more people should complain less and learn how to do it. But I mean, goalkeeper movement, I just think it's just fucking unfair. I do hate it. I do hate it, and maybe one day I'll learn to do it. But I really don't like it.
It feels so fake, doesn't it?
I honestly, yeah, that's it. It feels like it does feel like you've been cheated against.
Yeah. In
my opinion.
The worst thing about it as well is that if you've... Now, I realise we've got to try and get more people... Well, actually, after some of the shit we've seen this year, let's not try and get more people in the game. But I understand that that's what EA are going to want to do, and that's fine. However, you're not going to get people into this bloody game with things like goalkeeping moving. And also, for the people that have played for the last 5, 10, 15 years, we aren't used to, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not saying just let us, like, sit in our mould and play how we always have. But goalkeeping movement is so fucking different, and it allows for such cheating. Like, the ones where they move the player into position, right, because of the fact that they know where you're going, is awful. The best goalkeeper mover I've ever seen knew where I was going to shoot every time, even if I shot from 30 yards out. And I was just like, yeah, okay, he's read where I'm shooting. In the end, I just started shooting weird shots, and I think a couple went in and I beat him. But it's so frustrating because it's just not realistic. Goalies don't teleport over to the other side of the goal.
I will say, now, unless people are really random, if they do it once, the next time I generally score.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. But like for pros, it must be really frustrating. Anyway,
There's
so
actually one last little thing about this. The goalkeeping moving, this is why it's also bullshit. Because of the fact that you've allowed this bullshit movement in the game, there was a bug this year that kept fucking happening. Where if someone waited long enough for a free kick, your goalie would just run off the pitch. And it's just like, this is the only reason that's in, is because you got this bullshit fucking moving. Now, by the way, I don't mind goalkeeping moving on a free kick in terms of, I don't think you should be able to, like, you should have one movement. You can either go right or left. But I don't mind moving your goalie to the middle of the goal, because you might do that as a goalie. You see goalies standing in the middle. It's the same as a penalty in that sense. But what I don't like is you should have one movement.
Oh, that's fair enough. On a thing. And you know, like on the most annoying goalie movement is on the corners, because you can't cross it in when they move the goalie.
No.
Like you might as well just forget it.
Well,
and that's just irritating. But it's just like I said, I honestly think part of me thinks it's all cloak and mirrors and cloak and mirrors. Yeah, cloaks and mirrors. And some of the problems are not addressed for me. Some of the big problems that have been there the whole time have not been addressed for me at all, such as the refereeing being totally fucking inconsistent and the physics engine being absolute fucking arse, and sometimes you accidentally take out a player you don't mean to, or the fucking throw-ins are never fucking correct ever.
Yeah.
You can't have a game where every throw-in is correct. Like someone will kick it into your player and it'll bounce off you, and then you'll get a throw and you'll be like, what? Why have I got this?
Yeah.
And then it's fucking ridiculous. Also, they've said that they're going to improve tackling and all that shit, but they said it all last year, so we didn't even bother covering it. I didn't even bother putting it in the notes.
Yeah, there's other things here as well.
They've said it in the patch note that they've done it as well. They're going to improve tackling to reward it and all that shit, but I don't believe it. We'll see. But
you know what my biggest issue with all of this is, and everything we've gone past, and I wanted to just have this at the end because I didn't want to like do it midway. EA, you get $1 billion from this and from the fucking NFL game, right? Or more than that now. What the fuck are you doing? Because I'm sorry, there are games that come out and people can say, oh, this game didn't work, or this game, but there are games that come out that they pour in 200 million on the budget. Now I realise this is a yearly game, so you can't just spunk 200 million. But how about you do that once, especially for something, I don't know, like FIFA 20, because it's got a nice ring to it. Why don't you just pour fucking money in? And also, I'd forgive you if you released the fucking game in October or November. But if it come out properly, we'd all kind of forgive that. We'd be a bit pissed off, but we could kind of forgive it. Release a proper fucking game. Get rid of this shitty Frostbite shit engine. Go somewhere else and get your engine. 2K, shout them out or whatever. And you know what? Maybe just fucking hire a new team. Because, I'm sorry, but the amount of inconsistencies, the amount of bollocks that's happened this year, and by God, the amount of fuck-ups on things like the Bergkamp fucking Vieira head or whatever it was. All this shit, you know, seeing Team of the Weeks 2 weeks before they fucking come out or whatever. Like, it's just stupid. Who is running checks and balances in your team? Clearly nobody. It just gets released. And then it's like, oh yeah, but these players are supposed to have dynamic images, but fuck it. You'll have them next week. Like, no. And also, like, you know, you've hired these guys like Corey, Zarro, Dunans and Dragons, and all of these guys, right?
To be fair, Dunans and Dragons isn't a community guy.
Oh, fair enough. But you hired them two guys, and then what you've done...
Dragons is really good, actually.
No, sorry. I apologise to him. But you've hired Zarro and you've hired Corey, who I think have done an admirable job, considering the amount of shit they get from the community, and they're basically fucking, you know, crash test dummies for you guys. You hire them and give them nothing, because of the fact that all we ever hear from them is, well, we can't do that, or no. And like, I'm not saying let them have fucking unbanned privileges, let them do this, let them do that. But they come out and they just, there's so much they can't say. I'm not saying show us your fucking, you know, everything in the game, release the whole code, let's break it down bit by bit. I'm not saying that. But you leave that, you've hired these two guys, and that was supposed to be like the bridge between. And then you fucked them. You've really fucked them. You haven't offered them any protection this year.
Right. Yeah, no, I do agree. And the thing I actually wanted to say, you just reminded me, but we really need to wrap this up, was that it seems like that FIFA is trying to make the game more back into a simulator than it is a game. And I think that FIFA should remember that it's a game, and that it's fun that you score wonder volleys and that you score these crazy goals sometimes. And you know what? Mistakes happen in real life. If fucking someone done a carry-us on the fucking game, you'd be furious. But it happens.
Yeah.
Like, just be thankful handballs aren't in the fucking game.
Well, they
because Jesus Christ. I mean, no, they're not. Handballs are not in the game. I mean, they are, but they're not in.
They are in squad battles.
Are they? Oh, I've never ever had it.
I have. It's fucked up.
It is. It's not like, you know. At the end of the day, this is a game, and it's about having fun. And the ways I think that, mate, if this makes the game more fun and everyone enjoys it more, it's fine. But and I get that EA has also got to try and count in the silent majority. Like, there are maybe like 200 people, maybe more, maybe thousands, maybe 2,000 people who shout loud about this game. Yeah. And we'll just keep, like us, like other podcasts, like the traders, like this, like the pros.
Players, yeah.
But like they all shout the loudest. But at the end of the day, how many units of FIFA are sold?
No, it's a good point, but
and so it's okay to take all of this into account. But at the end of the day, their job is to make the game fun. And there are certain things that I think that I will discuss in another when we do our FIFA 20 preview podcast. There is stuff that I think they should do.
There's going to be about 20 minutes of me explaining exactly what they're doing wrong with the servers as well. Just want to point that out. There's so much that they're doing wrong with them.
That would be an optional extra.
Yeah, well, literally, you can download that extra part of the podcast where I just go fucking melt down on the servers.
Right. I think that's everything. I think we've had a good moan. If anyone's managed to listen to the whole 1 hour and 30 minutes of that, fantastic, well done. Give yourselves a pat on the back. And open yourself a nice Team of the Season Superliga pack pre-patch on us.
Yep.
Where you get a gold rare player under 83 rated.
Perfect.
You can have that.
That's what you want.
That's what you want. Right. I think that's everything. So it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Alright.
Thanks for listening, guys.